Good morning.
I have so many videos backed up for you guys to watch, but as of right now, it is December 9th, I think. I have a flight today to catch at 12:55 to go back home. I know I was just home, but I came back to campus, finished my finals. That's why I kind of took a little hiatus of like 2 days, I know, but you have to understand for the past I don't even know how many months, for the past 6 or 7 month, I've been posting pretty much every day, every 2 hours, and it was just really weird. And for the first time ever, I actually I skipped the gym. I know you're saying that like what you like with all the stories you post on Instagram, skipping the gym, blah, blah, blah. Guys. I'm human. Life happens, so I had to skip the gym in order to study for classes. I've been eating like shit, like absolutely terribly. I don't know what these are. Had those last night. Off-brand Oreos over here. I had gas station hot dogs at Quick Trip. First time ever. Loaded gas station hot dogs because everything on my campus closes at like 8 o'clock. So I'm left to either one, starve, or two, get my calories in. And I wouldn't say we're looking too bad. No, I'm kidding. I actually feel terrible. Like, one thing they don't talk about like eating unhealthy or whenever you eat super healthy and then going to eating unhealthy is like, dude, because your body is so used to eating healthy, bro, you feel like absolute balls, bro. Like, my internals feel like crap. My bowel movements have not been like even just because I'm not sleeping right, like I'm staying up till fucking 4 a.m. studying and shit, like that even feels terrible. Well, studying, really hanging out with friends just to offset the fact that I'm studying for like 6 hours of the day. But even that, like, I feel terrible. You know what I mean? Oh, also, a lot of you guys ask me where I get this specific uh sweatshirt, and the place blew up again, guys. I don't know what it is about me shopping at like certain places, but like they all just like have a tendency to blow the fuck up. Not in like a not in like a racist way. No. This time I actually went, the Tibetan monks, like they talk about that in Batman. Yeah, I went up there a couple years ago, and they showed me how to weave and imbue fabrics with the power of 1,000 souls. And that's really what allows me to squat so much, and leg press and deadlift and whatever, because this is just imbued with the power of 1,000 fallen Tibetan monks whenever they had to defend their nation against the Fire Nation. So yeah, I can't really replicate it. Can't really teach it on camera. You kind of have to like be there in the moment, but it's unfortunate. No, but this is just some like random hoodie I found. Like, this is like some hoodie. What I did was I cut the top, like, whenever I want to see if I have a hoodie here. Yeah, this one. Like this hoodie, all like I've worn this one before. The one that says Tokyo on the back. Yeah, this one. Just like you see this like line right here, this like seam where they connect the hoodie part of the hoodie versus like the sweater part. You kind of just cut along that line, and it like will perfectly cut a collar. And then like after you try it on and see how it fits, you can kind of cut it wider a little bit. This one started to like kind of chip away just because the seam is like wear and tear. That's one thing. Like, these things wear and tear very easily. Or I'm just getting so huge. But no. Like, this is that's all it is. Like, you do that with any hoodie. So, anyways, flight at 12:55. It is currently 7:30. I'm gonna go have breakfast. I want to do a better job of documenting this trip to back home, like actually film when I'm back home, because I really am not happy with the quality of content I'm putting out. And it's not that like I think I'm not being me. I think I'm just not recording enough, like recording enough different parts of me. You know what I mean? Where like the video I just uploaded, I actually did love it. Like, I was looking back and I was smiling because like it's so fun to be like look at me interact with my friends and make it funnier than it actually is in person, even though it's just as funny, if not funnier, in person. and be able to share that with you guys. But I just didn't like the whole kind of transition of the video because I didn't film anything about in the airport or like when I got home or anything like that. So um I really want to put out better content. But like there are YouTube tutorials on how to put out better content, but it feels so manufactured. You know what I mean? Like so synthetic. Like you can just put on a printing press and go. I really want my stuff to be kind of like uniquely tailored to me, kind of encompass a lot of parts of my life. Because as much as this is about the gym, this is also me documenting my life, so that way in like 50 years I can look back and be like, "Whoa, what are the glory days?" I actually did have a thought about this. Peptides, like people are so, and steroids and stuff of the gym community. People are so caught up with like needing to be as big as possible, need to reach their prime as quick as possible, needing to ascend, look as good as possible, like as soon as possible. As soon as possible. I need to do it right now. You need to ascend right now. How to ascend in 3 months? How to ascend in 2 weeks? Like all that stuff. I feel like Gen Z, which is my generation, because I'm only 19. I'm not Unk, so don't call me that. But even right there, like Gen Z has such a hard time grasping the fact that we're gonna get older and we're gonna fall out of our prime. Now, don't get me wrong, make your prime last as long as possible. Eat healthy, stay off steroids, stay off drugs. Like loving actually makes you look better, live, and all that stuff. But like Gen Z will have such a hard time coming to terms with the fact they're out of their prime and that they're getting old because we've expedited the process in which into getting into our prime. That it has been expedited so much that it needs to be as fast as possible. That eventually, when we start fading, when McQueen starts fading, like how are we gonna? We won't have the healthy coping mechanisms to know what it is to be outside of our prime because when you were outside of your prime, you were a kid. I hope your prime wasn't when you were a kid. But two, like you didn't get any chance to develop where you had a developed mind and were not in your prime. And so you won't know what that feels like. You know? But that's what this is. This is me being able to reminisce. Maybe when I was in my prime, maybe I'm not in my prime right now, and seeing the process into going into my prime. You know what I mean? This is just like a documentation of life. I think that's cool. I think everyone should start a YouTube channel. I think everyone should freaking do this because this is so easy to create, hard to perfect. You know what I mean? Creating is what actually gets you going. You know what I mean? I look back at my first video, even though I only have like 4 videos, and I'm like, wow, I'm doing so much better in front of the camera than when I was like, oh my gosh, it's whatever. Anyways, this is already going on too long. Flight, breakfast first, and I will see y'all probably on my way to the airport. It's probably when I get a lot of B-roll, or maybe just B-roll my breakfast. Whatever. I'll see y'all.
I used to rule the world. Seas had rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing.
I'm gonna be honest. I think there is a stark difference between me when I record out in public and when I record in the gym and when I record in like a room like by myself with like dang, my hair actually looks good for once. Than when I'm in like a room alone. And I think it's just like how vocal I am and how influenced I am. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's still like a little embarrassing talking to a camera. I just made eye contact with someone that was looking at me talking to a camera. So there's that. But I think I'm a little hungry. It's about 11 o'clock. My flight's in 2 hours. I arrived 4 hours early. So need something to satiate the hunger. Maybe a burger. Hamburger. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can tell based on like my recent posts and just how my physique is looking. Like you guys care that much. But my diet has been trashed a couple of days, bro. Well, that's because finals week, bro. Calories don't count, caffeine doesn't count, none of that counts. And bro, I'm at the mercy. Oh my god, I cannot stop complaining about my um, dining hall food, bro. I don't understand how people compete in like when they're freshman year of college. Maybe if they live at home, like I understand. But dude, I couldn't. I'm making maybe 50% of the gains that I could be making if I just like. Oh my god, there's a guy staring at me because I'm recording. I just got really nervous. No, but I making like 50% of the gains that I could be making if I just had like control over my diet and carb intake and protein intake. Like, and 9% of it is literally just my protein intake. Like, bro, why am I having pasta and chicken when chicken makes up 10% of the whole pasta? You know what I mean? If anything, this has taught me that just by like the importance of training hard. Because, bro, I don't think I would have made half the gains. Not even. Like, understanding how much training hard matters now, even with a less than adequate diet. Like, training hard might be damn near 65-70% of the gym. 30% is like diet and shit. On the casual level. I'm sure as you go up, like Mr. Olympias and shit, they have much higher requirements than just training hard. Anyways, I'm super excited to be going back home again, but this time for a month. So you'll see me at my old gym, see way more of my friends. Last time you only met Bryce and Wafi was the other guy. Hopefully this time you'll get to meet Soham. And yeah, super cool stuff. Thank you for the support on the YouTube channel and the support on TikTok and the support on Instagram. I think Instagram we just hit like 5,200 followers. It doesn't even sound real when I say it. Like sometimes I wish like for a day I could just stop and see the follower count for what it is, but it just keeps going up, and I rarely have time to appreciate, but I do appreciate it. TikTok is a little slower in following, but we start. Oh my gosh, I started getting like a lot of followers recently. I think I just broke 2,800, maybe 2,900. I think we're almost to 3,000. So that's pretty ridiculous, man. And then here on YouTube, my first video, I think I had over 100 subs, which is like crazy. I didn't expect that. And I think every video we're gaining like 10 subs. And we're about to be at like 150 soon. Right now we're at 144. I'm sure we'll be at 200 by the time this comes out. It was completely ridiculous. And because of you guys, I've had some like business opportunities and just a lot of doors open. Not met, but I can be in contact with just some of my inspirations, bro. This guy like Jaden or Jaden, he just recently competed at not recently, like a month ago, or maybe 2 months ago. I'm not sure. He recently competed though, and he's like a huge inspiration of mine. Same with Berserk or BRSK. I don't know his real name. My bad. But like those two guys were huge inspirations to me for starting content and for just like working out. And they both followed me back on Instagram. Like out of nowhere. I remember literally the day that I opened my following and I was like, it's like, yeah, let's go like 100 followers overnight, which was ridiculous because that it's like social media has ups and downs. Sometimes you'll hit the trend and sometimes you won't. But
I saw in my feed, I was like, someone started following you, and it was Jadon and BRSK, and I was like, wait, no, this can't be right. Like maybe that I just got, maybe they notified me about a reel they posted or something, and I was like, nope, like they're my mutual, or we're mutuals, bro. What? Like they're like, bro, they're like the breed divinity guys. You know what I mean? So I just I'm always in shock about that. I'm like I remember opening it and I was like literally breathless. Like I was in class maybe or having lunch with like some people, and I took a moment. I literally disassociated. I was like, and I was just pulled out of the moment right where I was like, this is so surreal. This is such a crazy experience because I didn't even think they would know about my existence. You know what I mean? And like even some other people, like I can't name any off the top of my head, but just like so many influencers that I'm like, I didn't think they would know I existed. I didn't think that they would like, because I mean, that's what social media is, right? It's such a disconnect. It doesn't mirror the world, it amplifies it. You know what I mean? The negative and the positive, but more so the negative. And it creates like this barrier, this invisible wall between poster and viewer. But that's just so ridiculous because me, bro, like I'm literally just some random dude. And I don't know, but it's all thanks to you guys. It's literally all thanks to you guys. And I know not many of the Instagram and TikTok followers watch this stuff, but the people on YouTube who get to see a realer side of me, like it is genuinely all to you. Like thank you so much. And some big things I think are on the horizon for me. Like just been in contact with some people, and I can't wait. I can't wait. But I will savor every freaking moment because I don't even know. It's like it's so weird that this happened to me. Just thank you so much. But anyway, sad stuff aside, I will be getting on the plane soon. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna edit some more videos, and I will probably see you in another like kind of video montage of traveling on the plane, and then we will be home.
I sent you flowers, but you said you didn't receive them. But you said you didn't need them. That girl is a real crowd pleaser. Small world, no friends, no me. Young bull living like an old geezer. Release the cat.
We are officially home. As you can see, so I actually moved into, well, my parents moved into this new house 10 days before I moved into college, uh, like 4 states away. So there's that. So my room is pretty empty. Room tour. Uh, that my own bathroom finally. If you ever have spent a dorm in college, you know how nice it is to have your own bathroom and closet, bed, and all that stuff. Not really much, but yeah, I mean not much, but not much in it. But I'm still very very grateful for this house. So was the fit? If you don't know, I use a lot of my gym fits actually just to like wear around because I've worn these jeans and this thing to the gym before. But anyways, that's besides the point. We are officially home, and I don't really know when I'm gonna make this video. Maybe I'll put a upper day at the end of this, or something like that. So yeah.
So what if I was just a painter, painting houses on the rich blue coast? Would you ever try to leave me for somebody who deserves you most? 'Cause darling, I am just a painter. I'm painting houses for the rich old folks. I'm gonna make $1 million. 'Cause nobody's gonna steal you now.
feel like one thing I'm a big advocate for is being cringe, and like to be cringe is to be cool. So a lot of people ask what constitutes that question is a lot of people ask when I get this. Let's see it. You see it? It's the Berserk brand of sacrifice. Even though I already have the tattoo for it, I had this when I was like 16, and since my family, besides having just like crazy people like relatives and stuff, which everyone has those, I never felt that there was anything necessarily cool about me, especially when I was younger. And that's why I'm such a big advocate for becoming cool, like being cringe, exploring all the deepest parts of you and understanding what makes you feel cool. And one thing I always thought was cool was, especially thought this when I played Elden Ring or when I watched animes, but like people had pendants, you know what I mean? They had like a little thing, a little flair, like Meliodas and his broken sword, or Baki and the fact that he had like his dad with a demon back, or Toji with his like lip scar, or gosh, I can think of so many anime things, but they always had like a really cool pendant, you know what I mean? Something that was their staple. And one thing for me is I want something like that. I think about like customizing your avatar, and I'm a big advocate for do that. Customize the frick out of your avatar, man. Like, become as cool as you possibly can, and you'll find that like self-love is somewhere hidden along those lines of being your true self, because whatever you think is cool is your true self coming out. So anyways, where I get this is one of those like really bad TikTok shop thingies. I bought this for way too much money for what it's worth, but I wear this to every single lift. Like this is my like my strength pendant if you think about it, because I will miss if I go to the gym and I don't have this, like let's say I forget it, my whole lift will be ruined. And call me like weak-minded or whatever, but I see it as such a placebo where like if I fail a lift and I realize I don't have this thing on, I legitimately will be like, oh, it's because I didn't have my pendant. Straight up. And as detrimental as that is, because like, oh, what if you forget it, then your whole lift's off, the joy that it brings me to know that like no one else even knows this. Like they'll just see a stupid necklace, right? But to me, I'm like, my strength lies in this thing. Like I'll be like just there's something so cool about it to me. So I'm a big advocate for go out and find your coolness. I feel like for too long and for so long, people have been trying to put caps on what is cool and what isn't. I made a recent like caption in one of my videos that was like, I feel like people tell you too much, or society tells you too much of like what you can be happy for and what you can't be happy for. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you can't, like, you shouldn't be smiling and giddy about like, your favorite meal if it's something stupid. Like my favorite meal is legitimately chicken and rice, and the internet tells you like, oh, you can't be happy about that. That's eating disorder. That's this, that's that. But to me, there's nothing better than sriracha chicken and rice. Like I love that meal, and the way I cook it, I love it, and I smile ear to ear having it, right? Or something as stupid as like my iPod broke, and I was smiling ear to ear whenever I got my iPod back and it was fixed, and I could listen to Pierce the Veil again. I legitimately chuckled to myself because of how happy I was to hear it. It's the same thing with coolness, where you can't let people determine and like say what you think is cool and what isn't. You have to figure that out, because as far as I know, there's someone watching this that's like, what the hell? He has a pendant, like, and it's just a Berserk brand sacrifice. That anime is so overrated. Why does he watch anime in the first place? He's a loser. Like, he's lame. He's got this spiky hair and it just looks unkept. It doesn't even look cool. It's like unprofessional, whatever. Like, there's someone probably thinking that, but will I care? No, I will keep dressing like the emo freaking loser that I think myself to be in the gym fighting my demons or whatever, and I'm gonna think I'm the coolest person on the planet. It's a little rant, because I've seen too many times people like get dogged on for like having interests and like thinking something that is kind of corny, or thinking something that is like a little bit nerdy is like really cool. And the internet nowadays, like if you're gonna try and make the internet happy, you're gonna fail. So why worry about making other people happy? You should really be worrying about making yourself happy.
Just finished the lift. This is day one, number 2.
Oh yeah.
So he's been with me. W upper day.
W upper day, indeed.
It's cold as balls over here.
Indeed.
Holy shit. I swear to God, I land in Missouri.
30
And
degrees.
yeah, I land in Missouri and all the moisture from my hair and like my skin just starts like leaving me. Like fucking the shit in like
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Just like- so yeah, well, I'm about to go home and cook this guy a meal because this is literally my brother. There's another guy that lifted with us. I don't know if you saw him in the video. Tomorrow we're gonna hit a lower day if I get this video out and I have enough storage space. Because I actually do record on my iPhone. A lot of people don't know that. I just record on my iPhone and I edit on CapCut. Like, you don't need a lot of shit to get this content creation thing started.
I'm very humble.
Very, very humble. But as soon as I start monetizing this, bro, you're gone. Anyway.
Please don't watch this dude's videos. Please click the fuck off of this shit right now.
Dislike it, block, don't share it, don't
Oh,
do anything.
hell no, bro. Yeah.
No, but on a serious note, I think I've like reiterated this like 15 times in probably the last 3 videos. Thank y'all. We just hit 5K on fucking Insta, or like 5,200.
For real?
Yeah,
Holy
and
shit.
we're about to. I don't know why TikTok is like slower. The algorithm low key hates me, but TikTok is like at almost at 3,000. It's like 2,900, which is crazy because
Bro.
like some brands are starting to know I exist. Not saying I'm gonna switch up on the brands, because one thing I do with every brand that like talks to me is I try to see their current athletes, and then I also try to see if I know people that have their clothes and like try them on. Because the last thing I want to do, and I know like every fucking YouTuber says it, like I wouldn't lie to you guys,
Yeah.
but coming from like someone that literally made this social media shit like on a whim, because like literally this guy and my other friend just like was like, yo bro, you should start posting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel right that like you guys have given me this platform just for me to like fucking lie to you. You know what I mean? But yeah, big brands and big people have me in their vision, which is so crazy.
Yeah, great.
Because like last thing you would think is like, yo, I just like going to the gym. Oh word, these like fucking super conglomerates.
Yeah, let me film it, and then all of a sudden I'm on the radar of
No,
multi-billionaires.
exactly.
Like, what
No,
the
exactly.
fuck? Yeah.
So fucking thank you.
Yeah,
Like
that is crazy.
I recently got an Instagram DM. I know, like I know for me, I watch my gym content people, but like for my post workout meal, and even like my my post workout meal, and my pre workout meal, where I just like watch like Lex Little or fucking Clark Kent or Sam Sulek or some shit like that, right? But I got an Instagram DM where someone was watching me while having their fucking post, and that's
Bro, if that was you,
yeah. If you're watching this, bro, that was such a
you blew this guy's mind.
no, that was such a surreal experience,
Yeah.
actually. So fucking thank y'all. I'm gonna try and get this video out really soon, but now we're gonna go fucking.
About to get this fucking food on.
Yeah, I'm about to cook for this guy. Look at this guy's fucking.
Bro, he
cook.
said you want to come over. Like I just heard free food, right? That's all I fucking heard.
No, exactly. Anyways, peace and love.